Let's say China.
China.
There are next door neighbors, and you can actually see Russia from land here in Alaska.
You go over to China. I did not have sexual relations with that woman.
Trump's face, tweeting out insults to Angela Merkel. What's he doing?
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome your host.
Yes. Hello and welcome. I am James Andrews, and you are listening to So This Happened. Truly the only news you need if you are a hermit. Today is Monday, the 5th of June, 2017. And today is all about Donald Trump's massive tweet storm. And I honestly don't even know where to start with this. Over the last few days, the tweets have been coming fast and furious, and people in the White House are just looking at this going, oh my God. People on the Supreme Court are looking at this going, oh my God. His supporters are looking at this and going, yeah, because they love him. He really could stand in the middle of Times Square, shoot somebody, and not one of his supporters would give a fuck. They would look at it and go, you know what? He was probably part of the fake media and deserved it anyway. So the first tweet storm I want to look at is... Actually, no, hang on. Because when the Weather Channel has a hurricane going, they name it, don't they? There's like Hurricane Oliver and Tornado John. I think we need to start naming Donald Trump's tweet storms. Okay, so we'll do it alphabetically. I mean, we're already up to like X, but we'll start today. A. So this is Tweet Storm Andy. I like it. Okay, so Tweet Storm Andy. This was all directed at London, specifically the Mayor of London, Sadiq Khan. Now, the terror attacks that happened in London over the weekend are just, well, they defy words, really. It's fucked up, and, you know, London, choose love. I lived in London, I love London. So, it's awful. It's just awful. There are no words for it. So London, choose love. And let's look at what Donald had to say about it. Now, Trump Vader may pop in later on. He shot me a text message and said he was running a little bit late. And I said, well, we're doing all the tweets today, so he was very excited. But I don't know if he's going to be able to make it. But he's not here right now for the Sadiq Khan tweet storm, which we have now named Tweet Storm Andy. So this began on an okay way, actually. What the first tweet said was, whatever the United States can do to help out in London and the UK, we will be there. We are with you, God bless. Okay, that was it. That was the first one. Okay, great, that's lovely. Then, we tweeted this. We need to be smart, vigilant, and tough. We need the courts to give us back our rights. We need the travel ban as an extra level of safety. And there is so much wrong with that tweet. We're not even going to get into it right now because that is going to be the next tweet storm in a few minutes. So that was the next tweet about London. And then it went on even more. At least 7 dead and 48 wounded in terror attacks, and the Mayor of London says there is no reason to be alarmed. Okay, so now Donald is picking a fight with Sadiq Khan. But wait, it gets better. It continues. It's really good. Okay, so here we go. This was today. Pathetic excuse by London Mayor Sadiq Khan, who had to think fast on his no reason to be alarmed statement. MSM is working hard to sell it. Okay, so let's start there. Donald Trump is, let's be honest, he's picking a fight with the Mayor of London, Sadiq Khan, for saying there is no reason to be alarmed. However, the problem is, by reading Donald Trump's tweets, you would think that Sadiq Khan had said, hey, it's a terrorist attack, no need to be alarmed, don't worry about it, not a big deal. That is not actually what Sadiq Khan said. Here is what he said.
Londoners will see an increased police presence today and over the course of the next few days. No reason to be alarmed. One of the things the police and all of us need to do is make sure we're as safe as we possibly can be. I'm reassured that we are one of the safest global cities in the world, if not the safest global city in the world. But we always evolve and review ways to make sure that we remain as safe as we possibly can.
Alright, so there he is. What he is actually saying not to be alarmed about is the fact that there is going to be a stronger police presence on the streets of London, and that should not alarm the citizens. That's what he said. Not that you shouldn't be alarmed that there was a terrorist attack. So Donald, you know, what's the point? What is even the point of telling Donald what to do? Let's just break down his tweets more, because they're absolutely idiotic. So he seems to be inferring that Sadiq Khan is just saying, terrorist attack's not a big deal, don't worry about it. Well, when Sadiq Khan was asked, what happens when people are scared to go out? If people are afraid, what would you say to them? And this is his reply.
One of the things that these terrorists want to do is to disrupt our way of life. They want to stop us enjoying the freedoms that we have, enjoy us mingling and mixing on a Saturday night in the heart of London, having a good time. They want to stop us voting on Thursday in the general elections and enjoying the democracy that we have. We can't allow them to do that. We aren't going to be cowed by terrorism, nor will we let them win. And we've shown in previous years and previous decades our stoicism, and we'll show that again today over the course of the next few days and weeks.
Yeah. So there he is. What he's actually saying is that we are not going to let the terrorists win by letting them accomplish their goals of disrupting our way of life. That's what Sadiq Khan is saying. A fucking child could see that, honestly. And I get mad, and I don't apologise for that, because I do get mad, because most people who read these tweets are looking at these going, yeah, absolutely, bloody London, bunch of pussies. We can say that now. I checked. We're allowed. The president said it, so I'm allowed to say it. It's not sexist or any. I'm okay saying pussies. I can say that. But this is the danger. Donald Trump's tweet followers, you know, that's his fan base. They read his tweets and they go, that is gospel right there. That's gospel. And then, okay, one more tweet here that I just want to talk about very briefly, because this one really pisses me off as well. He wrote this. Do you notice we are not having a gun debate right now? That's because they use knives and a truck. What the hell does that mean? I mean, what does that mean? Okay, we know what he's getting at, don't we? He's getting at that, if everyone had guns, everyone would be safe and these terrorist attacks wouldn't happen. And in fact, I was listening to the my favorite torture device, right-wing news radio today, and one of the presenters, who I won't name, Mike Gallagher, he was arguing that, hey, these attacks would not happen in the good old USA, because if they did, some motherfucker would pull their gun out of the back of their pocket and shoot the terrorist dead, and that would be the end of it, and that's the solution. So, I decided to have a little bit of a look at this. So, 2007, April 16th, a day that most of you probably remember. It was when Seung-Ho Cho, a 23-year-old Virginia Tech senior, opened fire on campus, killing 32 and injuring 17. And guess how many people pulled out their guns and stopped him? 0. Then in December of 2017, Robert Dawkins, 19-year-old, went to an Omaha shopping mall, opened fire. He killed 8 and he injured 4. Guess who pulled out a gun and killed him? No one. Then in February 2008, Stephen Kazmaraksik, dressed in black, stepped onto a lecture hall at Northern Illinois University in DeKalb, Illinois, killed 5 people, injured 16. How many people pulled out a gun and stopped him? Yes, none. Then April 3rd, 2009, Jivli Vung, a 41-year-old man, shot and killed 13 people at the American Civic Association in Binghamton, New York. Guess how many people pulled out a gun to stop him? 0. Then in 2012, James Holmes walked into the movie theater that was showing The Dark Knight Rises. He killed 12 people, injured 58. How many of those people pulled out a gun and stopped him? None. And then we can look at one of the biggest tragedies, December 14th, 2012, Sandy Hook, where a gunman, Adam Lanza, went into a school and killed 27 children. Did anybody stop him with a gun? No. And you can keep going and going and going all the way to the Orlando nightclub shooting where 50 people were killed and 53 were injured. How many of the people in that nightclub pulled out a gun and shot him? Not one. It was up to the police, who arrived on scene later, and they took him out. So, the argument that armed civilians can stop these kind of attacks is bullshit. Everyone repeat that. Go on. Bullshit. It doesn't work. And I realize that that took us massively off topic, but it is important because when the president tweets out that you notice how we're not having a gun debate now because they use knives in a truck, he is politicizing this entire thing, and that is 100% wrong. You do not politicize a terrorist attack. And now we're going to move on to the next tweet storm, and we're going to call this one Tweet Storm Barry. Yeah, Tweet Storm Barry. And this one has to involve Donald Trump and his travel ban that wasn't a travel ban. Now it is a travel ban. And this is giving some people in the White House a little bit of a headache. So I read the one tweet, and I'll just read it again. This was right after the London terrorist attacks. Donald Trump said, "We need to be smart, vigilant, and tough. We need the courts to give us back our rights. We need the travel ban as an extra level of security." And then there was some backlash over it because people said, well, wait a second, Sean Spicer and your entire White House staff have been saying, no, this isn't a travel ban, this is a pause, it's a restriction, but it's not a ban. Well, after all these people started saying that again, Donald Trump doubled down on this, and he wrote this: "We must stop being politically correct and get down to the business of security for our people. If we don't get smart, it will only get worse." Then there was more kickback. Well, it's not a travel ban though, it's just, it's not a travel ban. So then Donald Trump tweeted today, "People, the lawyers and the court can call it whatever they want, but I am calling it what we need and what it is. A, in capital letters, travel ban." And of course, this is something that's about to go to the Supreme Court. Two lower courts have already struck down Donald Trump's travel ban as being, against a religion, in particular Muslims. Well, now Donald Trump basically has said, yeah, damn right it is. It's a travel ban. And it seems like he may have realized, oh God, I might have gone a little bit far, because then he tweeted later on, "In any event, we are extreme vetting people coming into the US in order to help keep our country safe. The courts are slow and political." So now he's thinking, oh God, have I gone too far? Because it wasn't a ban, now it's a ban, and now they don't want me to call it a ban because that means I'm being, prejudiced towards a certain religion, which would be the Muslim religion. Oh God. And then let's have a look really quickly that the terrorist attacks that have happened in the US since 2011, let's see where those people are from. United States, 7. Russia, 1. Egypt, 1. Kuwait, 1. Pakistan, 1. Guess how many of those countries are on the travel ban list? I'm not going to tell you, you just have to guess. The answer's really easy. It rhymes with Miro. And just in case Donald Trump's listening, that's 0. Just, I mean, I'm not saying you wouldn't know what rhymes with Miro, but I'm just in case, on the off chance that President Trump's listening, it's 0. None of them. None of the terrorist attacks that have happened in the US since 2011, none of the people committing those acts have come from any of the countries in your Muslim ban. And that's what I'm going to call it. I'm just going to call it a Muslim ban, because that's what it is. Straight up, it's a Muslim ban. And before we go, because this has been kind of a bit of a downer of an episode, I do just want to say, if anybody watched the Choose Love Manchester concert over the weekend, what a absolutely fantastic outpouring of love and hope that was. If you didn't see it, it's streaming in a lot of different places. Go watch it. It was really fantastic. It put all this in perspective, and we do have to soldier on and, choose love. That's my new favourite phrase. It's been that way for a few weeks now, but even more so now. So guys, we're at the end of the show. Have a great evening, and I will chat with you tomorrow. And if you like what we're doing, please subscribe on iTunes, Google Play, wherever you're listening to this, and tell a friend, tell an enemy, tell whoever you want. Anyway, goodbye and choose love. That was kind of corny, so I probably won't say that again, but no, I mean it. Alright, cheers, bye bye.